So, what I want to talk to you guys about today is the importance of staying ready to be able to take advantage of opportunities. And it's a two-parter: staying ready to take care of opportunities or take advantage of opportunities, but then also two, taking opportunities and making opportunities happen by positioning oneself to be able to be in position to bring forth the opportunities you're looking for, the things you desire, the things you want. So let's start with the first part, staying ready, right? We talk about health and wellness. We talk about, the five principles and why they're so important because they position you to stay ready, stay healthy, stay alert, stay engaged in such a way that allows you to have complete awareness moments, chances, things that otherwise would not be afforded to you because you're not in a position to focus on those things. So, what am I saying specifically? I talk about the first step being deep rest and getting sleep, right? The importance of a healthy, rested body allows you to be able to have the mental energy, the eventually physical energy necessary to be able to pursue the opportunities that are out there, be able to analyze them, assess them in a way where you can say, okay, this is for me. This is something that I can do. This is something that I will do. This is something that, I may not be ready for, but, in due time, I can position myself to be completely ready to take advantage of the opportunity that's at hand, right? Or again, being able to have the mental capacity of spiritual capacity by doing the gratitude, by doing the step three, deep stillness, you develop and train yourself on how to be completely ready spiritually, right? To welcome in the opportunities that are out there, the new advances, the new moves, the different things you have to do in order to align yourself to be able to take advantage of whatever it is you're trying to bring about, right? So this is why, when we say stay ready, people say and have that term and use the terminology, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? Well, what does that mean? How does that look? That's the five principles. Like I just articulated, step one through three, getting your rest, right? Then allowing which allows your mind to be clear, allows you not to be so foggy, allows you to be able to analyze and assess things quickly. Your body is rested, so once you need to call on the physicality to be able to take care of whatever said project or thing or opportunity is, you have the ability over a course of weeks, months, years, or however long as it takes you to solidify the thing, right? You're physically healthy because you're rested well. And like we already said, the spirituality of the gratitude that you give and the thanks that you give for being able to be alert, to be in a position, to be healthy, to be well, to be able to take advantage of said opportunity or thing that whatever it is you're trying to do, right? This is why this is so important to have these moments of gratitude. It's why it's so important to have these moments, of rest. This is why it's so important to have the moments of a deep stillness, because again, once you see the opportunity, you want to make sure you're aligned with your higher self to be able to see, analyze 5 steps, 10 steps ahead of what needs to get done, where you are lacking in that particular moment of the actual tangible particular skill set, knowledge, resources, whatever it may be. Knowing that you trust in and have the faith in the power that is within you and the power that's above you. That's why you convene and have deep stillness, right? In order to harness that energy to keep you stoic and keep you focused on the ability of the attainment of what you're trying to achieve, right? So then we go into obviously the health part. Like I said, when we talk about so emphatically the importance of one's physical health, body being able to function at a high level because you train it properly, you put the proper activity in. Then on top of that, you fuel it with the right energy sources by eating healthy, right? Which is the most important thing, right? Drinking your water, making sure you're staying away from things that are going to toxify, inflame the body's internal organs, where now it becomes virtually impossible or very difficult to stay focused and clear and focused on what you're trying to achieve. Again, this is what we talk about when we say stay ready. Then you're doing step 5, where we talk about your personal workflow, right? Making sure you structure yourself by doing these disciplines daily. Then it's going to help you structure the other disciplines once you see the opportunity. If you are a real estate and you're trying to get into real estate and you're seeing the opportunity of, I don't know, mixed use properties, or you're seeing the opportunity to possibly build out a villa somewhere in another country, or, a small hotel, mom and pop bed and breakfast, you know how to now work the steps because you're going through the proper, channels and workflows of talking to proper lawyers, property management teams, making sure the finances are in place, making sure you're looking at proper, if you need to take out loans or if you need to have investors or angel investors, you're looking at the proper systems and you're working them because you're used to working these systems throughout the 5 steps every day on your own, right? So your personal workflow bleeds into the workflow necessary, again, to keep you ready for the opportunity. And the reason why these 5 principles again work in the second part of what I was saying in relation to sometimes you have to know when, and you and your higher power convene on this, but you have to know when to go attack and go grab the opportunity, when to put yourself in a situation where you may have now a chance to, in my case, you know, get property in a foreign country. You have a chance to network and meet people who own, other businesses that can align with what my current, niche is, and I can help supply them with proper talent and they can receive it and, repay me in kind financially, right? And help my business grow and I can help them grow as well, right? It's a mutual agreement. But if I didn't put myself in these environments, in these areas, yeah, you're looking at the backdrop right now of Bali, Indonesia. Yes, is able to take a breather and a break for 40 minute and come out to the beach, which is right down the street, and walk and clear my mind and get, again, refocused and re-energized to go back to the laptop and back to the communication necessary to continue the pursuit of the opportunities that I have been blessed to put myself in front of, but also to be aware of what opportunities might be down the pike that I'm not fully aware of yet, but I want to stay fully energized, stay fully comprised of, and stress free to be able to receive and then focus and then act on whether I need to make that move, pull that trigger or not, and making that thing happen. So, this is what we talk about. And this is why my inner tech is so important with these 5 principles, because this is how you stay ready so you don't have to get ready, so you don't miss opportunities. And this is the thing, I'm gonna say this, you also stay ready in a sense where not every opportunity is your opportunity. Not every relationship is your relationship, platonic or romantic, but you stay stoic and you stay level to where it doesn't knock you off the track of what you know is right for you when the friendship didn't seem to last that long as you thought it would, the romantic relationship didn't last as long as you thought it would, or the business entity or the business that you try to get into, coffee shop you try to start, or, you know, a scooter, electric scooter company you tried to start that didn't work well. You got over leveraged too soon, couldn't handle the demands or the load, whatever it may be. It's not a negative. It is a learning period for you. But again, you stay mentally, emotionally, spiritually ready. So it's not going to knock the wind out of you. So often things happen to where we get so distraught because the relationship didn't work, and now we spend weeks upon weeks and, reminiscing of the moments that were shared and what could have been, right? As opposed to rebounding, if you will, or just not even rebounding, clearing your mind in an efficient time manner, and within a few days you're back on track again, knowing that, okay, again, that was a blessing to have that opportunity with that individual. If I didn't manage it right or they didn't manage it right, that's not a negative. It's I need to now put myself in a better position mentally, spiritually, emotionally to be ready for the next opportunity. Stay ready so I don't have to get ready, right? So the next person that comes your way, you're not carrying the negative baggage, the negative emotional baggage, the trauma of this into the next, right? Same thing with business. It's the exact same thing. Your people are going to steal some money potentially. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make a bad decision on what you thought was projected to be a certain investment that did not manifest itself in a proper way and you end up losing a couple $100,000, dollars. But again, if you made that 100,000 the first time, you're the same individual when you are focused, clear minded, stay ready to continue on your path. You're the same one that can make that back again. If we linger too long within the suffering of the mistake seemingly or the dysfunction seemingly that happened within the wrong, quote unquote, wrong move, right? And we stay in that for so long and it throws us off and we're not able to rebound quicker if we don't rebound at all in some cases, right? This is why it's so important to work on one's inner technology, one's inner self, one's inner calm, demand of strength and resources and faith within one's ability to continue to evolve well and build well. But this is why you have to work on these things, because this is how you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. This is how you stay alert to take advantage of opportunities and putting yourself in proper position to be able to receive opportunities, because that is the biggest thing we have to think about. That's the biggest thing we want to always focus on, is how can I stay engaged with myself? How can I stay level when things are great and when things are seemingly bad? I need to have that level approach to the circumstances at present hand that are the seeming reality, but I have to create the reality I want. This is how we focus on continually moving forward in the direction of what our North Star is, whatever that is for you, in all facets of one's life. This does not pertain to just one thing, because we are multifaceted beings. We have romantic relationships, we have family, we have, if you're older, you have kids and responsibilities, you have a career, you have a job, you have a company you run. These things are what we do. So these you have a spiritual element to you, whether you believe that there's a higher power or not, there is. And so you have to make sure you stay connected to that, right? So you have to balance that out, especially when you feel like that higher power has forsaken you or not, is not there for you. Know they're there. Again, we haven't tapped into it. We haven't stayed aligned with our proper principles and our proper technology to stay clear minded that, hey, this is never just about you solely. This is never just about your energies, because you can only do but so much. There are so many things that happen outside of us in order for things to work. You look at this behind me, right? There's so many things going on to make these waves happen. So many little, earthquakes in the ocean, 1,000 miles out. What the butterfly effect, if you will, right? The wind affects how this tide is coming. The sun affects it, the rotation of the earth, the depth of the land underneath, the rocks, the large whales that are passing through and making way. All these things affect this moment that I'm seeing right now, right, with my visual eye. But if I only look with my visual eye, then I miss the overall picture that's trying to be shown to me, that this is more than just this right here. Same thing with you as the being you are. Don't get thrown off because, one moment or one seemingly bad circumstance or one bad decision or misaction or, misjudgment may have knocked you down a little bit. It's okay. The reality is that happens. Accept it, be in it. This is why deep stillness is important, because you can work through it with your higher power that's within you. Or if you need counseling, go to counseling or therapy. If you need a mentorship, do that. Whatever you need, just work through it. And I guarantee you'll grow through it and you'll be okay. But I just want to come to you guys and talk to you about the importance of how to stay ready, why we stay ready, in order to take advantage of opportunity, and then also to why we want to put ourselves in certain circumstances in order to allow opportunity to draw to us, because again, sometimes it's demanding upon us to be the power that we are, to bring that energy towards us, to attract towards us, right? To be that beacon of connectivity of what it is you're wanting to bring to yourself. And also keeping in mind too, you may not see the manifestation at that particular moment in time of your activity, but you never know, again, the seeds that you're planting for later, and they may not be seeds that you will be able to sit underneath the tree shade of underneath later on. It might be for someone else, but that's the beauty of understanding, staying in alignment and understanding this is not just about you. And again, working on your inner tech. So therefore you can still just grow through this life with the respect of the stress levels that are given to us, but not in fear of them and not with the control that they normally have over us, right? That's what the importance of my inner check is, the 5 principles, the 5 steps that I have laid out for us. And I thank you guys for joining me on this journey. I hope what I said made sense. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I'll have more for us as far as more discussion on why these things are important, how to apply them in real time to your multifaceted life that you're trying to, again, grow well with and evolve well in and through. Okay. I want you guys live well, live well. You know what it is. I'll talk to you guys shortly. All right.